In the event of an emergency evacuation, please follow these guidelines. If you are seated in the lower rows of level 100, please walk down the stairs to the floor, proceed through the nearest portal, and exit the building. For the upper rows of level 100, walk up the stairs to the concourse and exit through the nearest doors. Those seated in 200, 300, or loge seating walk downstairs to the concourse to exit through the nearest doors. Elevators will not be in service, but event staff will be available to guide and assist you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to Thompson-Boling Arena and the Tickle College of Engineering Commencement exercises. I am Dr. Holly Linkus with Engineering Advising. This day represents a milestone accomplishment in the lives of our students. Please remember this is a formal academic ceremony and appropriate decorum is expected. Please be respectful throughout the ceremony and remember that the focus of our day is on our students. Graduates, you are asked to remain seated during the ceremony and return to your seats after you've crossed the stage. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, all our graduates will be asked to exit up the stands into the concourse level of the arena. Guests will not be allowed on the floor. Now, I ask that you please rise for the academic professional. The processional includes the graduates of the class of 2022. The faculty representatives of the college are led by College Marshal Chris Cochran. The University of Tennessee, Knoxville Chancellor Donde Plowman and Tickle College of Engineering Dean Matthew Minch will lead the commencement stage party that includes honored guests and members of the college administration.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Azlım Kılıç, Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs for the Tickle College of Engineering at the University of Tennessee. Welcome on behalf of our college. We begin today's ceremonies with the presentation of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem. Today's color guard is presented by the university's Army ROTC, Rocky Top Battalion Dragoon. Please remain standing, and gentlemen, please remove your caps for the presentation of the colors. Let us now join our vocalist and string quartet from the UT School of Music in performing the Star-Spangled Banner. Please also remain standing for the retiring of the flags.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Welcome once again. It's such a special day. Before we start celebrating our wonderful graduates, let's celebrate all that made this happen. A few weeks ago, we had Mother's Day. Let's give a round of applause for all mothers, all volunteer moms. Well, dads, we won't forget you either. In a few weeks, we'll be celebrating Father's Day. So let's give another round of applause for our volunteer dads. We know it takes a village, so all caregivers, all friends, all family that made it happen, one more round of applause for all those people who made this wonderful success happen. Now, Let's start our program by giving our graduates a big round of applause. It's now my honor to introduce our Dean, Dr. Matthew Mensch, the Dean of the Tickle College of Engineering.
Thank you, Dr. Kilich. Good evening. It is a great night. It's my pleasure to welcome you again to the commencement ceremony. It's my tremendous honor as Dean to represent the students, the alumni, the faculty and staff of this great college. And as a parent of 3 children myself, 2 of which are in college now, I want to acknowledge again the tremendous efforts of the families just to get here. We all come from different families and we all have different situations, but there's one thing that's certain, is that it's difficult to be a parent or guardian, and I want to acknowledge the achievements of all of the supporting people here again. So please, another round of applause. You know, along the way as a parent, there are some amazing moments, and I hope that tonight is one of them for you. The students here today have pursued degrees in one of the most demanding disciplines and have met our highest expectations. They've lived through unexpected online classes and a global pandemic. They've lived with uncertainty in the future, and through all of it, they kept progressing and earned their degrees in engineering. This class was finally able to use the tremendous new facilities provided by the Xena Engineering Complex. They were here when Professor Jack Dungar was announced as the winner of the 2022 Turing Award, which is known as the Nobel Prize of Computing Science. Many of you participated in leading-edge research, worked in industry as part of internships or co-ops, won national awards, became a torchbearer, or did many other great things, with many other great things to come in your lives. And if you look around the world, there are obviously plenty of challenges, but many of them are going to be met by engineering. That's what engineers do. No matter what the particular discipline is, we conceive of, we design, and we build things to make people's lives better. It's a tremendous profession that I'm proud to be a part of, and as engineering vols for life, I know you'll make us all proud as well. As engineers, you're trained to use equations to predict things. And one thing I know that you can't predict is the future. That's actually part of the fun, though. The journey that you take and we all take, and not knowing what's to come. But with the tremendous value of your engineering mindset, the family and the support network around you, and your hard work, you're equipped to handle anything. I'm positive you will be able to continue to do great things. In conclusion, I wish all of you a very happy, prosperous, and successful lives. You are vols for life. Thank you again. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mrs. Sarita Vaughn. Sarita Vaughn is a senior nuclear facility safety analyst. She's currently serving as one of 3 senior mission support staff members at Oak Ridge National Lab Mission Support's Leadership Rotation Development Program. She has over 17 years of experience in nuclear safety and has supported various programs and projects at the Y-12 National Nuclear Security Complex, Savannah River Site, and Oak Ridge National Laboratory. Her primary role is to identify hazards, evaluate accident scenarios, and develop and implement safety protocol for the Department of Engineering Nuclear Facilities. She was appointed to the UT Chancellor's Advisory Board by Governor Bill Haslam in 2018, and currently serves on the TCE Board of Advisors and Earth and Planetary Science Advisory Board. She's on the executive board of the Oak Ridge Knoxville American Nuclear Society and the Oak Ridge National Lab Women's Alliance Council. More recently, she accepted a new role as a Knoxville navigator. She received her bachelor's degree in geology from Florida State. In 2005, she became the first African-American woman to earn a master's degree in Earth and Planetary Science from UT. In 2013, she added a master's degree in Industrial and Systems Engineering. Vaughn was named one of Knoxville's 40 under 40 in 2013. In 2016, she was featured in Without Limits, a TEDx Knoxville talk. She was also awarded the UT Alumni Promise Award, along with the ranking of top engineer at her job in Y-12. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our distinguished commencement speaker, Mrs. Sarita Vaughn.
To Chancellor Plowman, Dean Minch, faculty, staff, honored guests, family, friends, and alumni, good evening. And congratulations to the Tickle College of Engineering, University of Tennessee graduating class of 2022. I am so grateful to be here today and humbled. I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to give a shout out to College of Arts and Science Associate Dean, Dr. Larry McKay, and TCE Professor Rupi Sani, who were integral parts of my degrees here at UT. Included in my college village are those lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and my Phi Beta Sigma sweetie, Clarence Vaughn III. I also have to pay homage to my grandmother, Marva Softly, who raised me, and my late mother and father, Marquita and John Dickerson, my 3 sweet baby girls, and Melody Vaughn, my niece who graduated from high school today in Georgia. I love each and every one of you, and I would not be here without each of you. Now, as I reflect on my experience at the University of Tennessee, many things are now new and improved. The Hill, many of you can now avoid it. Back in my day, we did not have fancy walking bridges. Every single day was leg day at UT. There was nothing like the UT Stairmaster, the Hill, as if there are not 1,000 of them here. The money wall is a distant memory for us old heads. Today, you have a state-of-the-art university center with all the amenities of a chic hotel lobby. Guys, you got robots that deliver food. And I heard that the hamburgers are amazing. As I think about the technology when I was here, the most expensive and advanced piece of technology that I had was my TI-85 calculator that was $100. Your smartphone, the $1,000 one that's probably in your hand, has far outpaced anything that was in my backpack or in my classroom. You are now old enough, maybe, to remember Estabrook or Pasquale Hall, but you're young enough to have experienced the new opening of the Xena Engineering Building, and that'll keep you young for a little bit longer as the new school engineers come behind you. 3D printing was a glimmer in an engineer's imagination in my day, but today, y'all 3D print in classrooms. Gone are the days of no AC in a classroom and peeling paint off of the walls. We have come a mighty long way. And yes, like every generation, my generation, like yours, we had our major life events too. During my day, we had the first ever high school shooting. We had September 11th, where our country was attacked. And yes, we had political drama. We had hanging chads, for which most of you weren't alive and you don't even know what I'm talking about. Those events sound like a footnote in the history books. But I remember after 9/11, we had to adjust to our new normal. We pivoted too. Different but similar. You've survived a global pandemic, guys. You telecolleged and tele-interned, whatever that is, and you pivoted over and over again. But despite our age differences and our history differences, you endured, we endured, and the next generation will endure. And we will always look back on these years with admiration. Because like your events, they too will become a footnote. You won't be thinking about the things that happened outside of the bubble of UT. You will think about your common core experiences, like your friends that are sitting right next to you. You'll think about your first week of school. You'll also think about your all-nighters and the UT football games that you may have attended or basketball games that you may have attended. You'll even remember your favorite Knoxville eateries. Guys, you'll remember your favorite professors and your not-so-favorite professors. But together, despite our historical events and our age differences, we share common experiences. Today, we are not our differences. Today, each of us persevered. The collective we, alumni and new graduates, we've earned a degree from the premier Tennessee land-grant institution, the University of Tennessee, and we will forever be Vols for life. So, I've got 3 things I want to leave with you for the next 10 minutes. If you hear nothing else, the next phase of your life is about not following a roadmap. It's simply about moving forward with a flexible attitude. You have to strive for excellence in everything that you do, and humbly pay it forward because you do owe the universe. So no roadmaps. Up until now, you've had a specific sequence of courses and steps to complete to get to this point, starting in elementary school. If you think of your educational career as a TV series, you had different seasons: elementary, middle, junior high, and now college. There were some epic episodes in your educational journey, but the common theme of your educational journey was that there was a roadmap. As long as you followed the roadmap, you would find yourself right here. Now, as an engineer, you may not be familiar with the Dilbert comic, where he introduces the idea of the knack. Well, the knack is a prognosis that identifies the symptoms of an engineer. It says an engineer is a person who has extreme intuition about all things mechanical and electrical, and utter social aptitude. I imagine that we all don't share those particular traits, but we all do share one common thing. We know how to master the roadmap of scholastic success. If you got a course that's got assignments, targets, you've got a student that will ace it in an engineer. Today and every day forward now, guys, that skill will be a soft skill. You're moving on to the next phase that I call adulting. This is a phase where you have to chart your own path without the safety net of a roadmap. Now, if you're like I was at your age, you're gonna want a roadmap. You may even ask the universe, please tell me where I should go next. Should I take a year off? Should I work? It's okay, I did, because adulting can be intimidating. Because up until now, school has been your career. It's been your singular focus in life. And life has taught you that if you follow that roadmap, you'll find yourself at the end at a graduation. But I encourage you, like Elsa from Arendelle or Frozen, let it go. There's no more roadmaps. Your success is no longer measured by sticking to it. In this adulting phase, your success is in the journey. And that may sound cliche, but guys, this is a commencement speech. Back in the day, Arlen Yeager, an engineer that I worked for, told me to flow like a river. Now, he also said everything pays the same, but I believe what he was saying is that you need to lean back and enjoy the process and simply move with a flexible attitude. And what I can tell you is that with each stage in both my life and my career, I didn't know and I didn't have a roadmap. I didn't know that at 18, I was gonna have 3 technical college degrees. It was gonna cost me $100,000 in tuition, 9 years and a couple of career shifts. But looking back, I was flexible and I put one foot in front of the other. I encourage you to do the same. You will never know what you want to be when you grow up. You just won't. Because hopefully you will never stop growing up. I know because in the 7th grade, I wanted to be a geologist. I wanted to be a geologist after Mrs. Williams told me the wonders of geological time. And 30 years later, I'm speaking at a commencement speech as an engineer who just returned from overseas as a subject matter expert. I'm telling you, from the 7th grade to now, I've had some big steps, some little steps, some side steps, and some people may say some back steps. But eventually got to where I find myself right now, and surely I'm happy to be here. Now, after 17 years of adulting, if you take my colleagues' advice and just roll with it, you'll be like that Dr. Seuss quote, "Oh, the places you will go." Now, strive for excellence in everything you do. That sounds pretty simple. Many of you have heard this quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He says, "If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets, even as Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven say, 'Here lived a great street sweeper who did their job well.'" Graduates, you are among the best and the brightest in the industry. You know why? Because you got a premier education at the University of Tennessee. You're standing on the shoulders of the best of the best. And some of them you are some of the folks that are going to be the best of the best. We have amazing professors and staff professionals that are the backbone of our educational programs here at TCE. Because we have the best of the best, we got the best laboratories, the best facilities, the best diversity in programs. We've got some forward-thinking collaborations like UT Patel at Oak Ridge National Laboratory. UT's earning the best awards amongst colleges, regionally and nationally. And because of that, we all have the responsibility to be the best. When I was growing up, my grandma used to say, "When you go out into this world, you represent me." Now, my grandma used to say a lot of stuff, like, "When you go into this store, don't ask me for nothing and don't touch nothing." She would even say, "I hope you know your schoolwork like you know that music." But that very first phrase is the one that stuck with me because, like I with her, you too represent me and I you. You represent UT in the same way. When you go out into your respective careers, you represent all of us. And what does that mean? Whether you are a straight A student or a barely made it student, you're still an engineer now. You're capable, you're competent, you're smart. And when you go to your first job, they may ask you to do Excel spreadsheets or SharePoint sites or filing, and you may ask yourself, "Man, I went to college to do this." But I tell you, each job you're given, do it and do it well. Take your time and lean into the process. Because whether you're a trainee or a manager, you have to earn your stripes. There are no shortcuts in life. Like Bishop T.D. Jakes said, "No receipts, no respect." Earn your receipts by doing each task with excellence so that wherever you land and wherever you go, they will say, "Here lived a great engineer who did their job well." Now, humbly pay it forward, this was the easiest one for me. I simply would not be here if someone had not paved the way and paid the way for me. Many of you in this audience are first-generation graduates. Some of you are legacy graduates. You're standing on the shoulders of your family. You're continuing a legacy. And then there are many of us who are somewhere in between. But however you got here, it was not alone. Many times the statistics want to separate us. The statistics want to separate us by our gender, our geography, our economics, our politics, our et cetera, our et cetera, our et cetera. But as I stated before, today we've got more in common than in difference. Today, each of us had a village that helped us get here. What I would like to appeal to you is to pay that gift forward. Share your time, your talents, and your treasures, whether that be donating money or in the form of mentorship, advocating for a UT intern or a hire wherever you go, or serving in a professional organization. Each of these efforts should be done in homage to those who helped you get here. To whom much is given, much is required. I'm a homegrown native Knoxvillian and a proud UT volunteer, and I would not be here without the prayers and support and encouragement of my village. And as such, I have a duty to give back in any way that I can. I encourage each of you to do the same. I believe that the spirit of giving is innate in our volunteer spirit. If each of us humbly pay it forward, we pave the way for the next generation of innovators and forward thinkers, as those before have paved the way for us. So I can't wait to serve alongside you as we humbly pay it forward. Graduates, there's no roadmap because you don't need one. You made it. You have the tools that you need to move forward with a flexible attitude. You're capable and the best of the best. So wherever you go, they will say, here lived an engineer who did their job well. And together, because no one got here alone, we will put our volunteer spirit to work and pay it forward so that the engineers in the future will have the technology that they need to pay it forward. I conclude, today, we are more alike than we are different. Today, we are not red, yellow, black, or white. We are orange in his sight. We are Vols for life. Thank you.
To commemorate all the places you'll go and all the places you've been, we have this plaque to thank you for your tremendous speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's find out. He's a photographer. Yeah.
At this time, I'd like to recognize those members of our Tickle College of Engineering faculty who are with us today. Please join me in acknowledging our outstanding faculty members. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to the arena floor to present the candidates for graduation. It's now my privilege to recognize the top graduates and other outstanding student recognitions in the Tickle College of Engineering. Please stand as I call your names. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Torchbearer, Tasimba Jonga. Top graduates, James Robert Baker, Annie Mackenzie Behrens, Kenneth Howard Both, David Scott Burgess, Alexandria Nicole DePhillips, Benjamin Edens, Trenton Scott Henderson, Joseph G. Kingsley, Karen Patel, Connor Porter, Eilish Stanek, Luke Marshall Stanley, Emily Rose Van Auken, Thank you. The next group of students are our National Academy of Engineering Grand Challenge Scholars. These students have completed additional challenging academic requirements stipulated by the National Academy of Engineering. Megan Hines, Michelangelo Hawkirk, Kinley Coons, Matthew Traynor, Atina Tran, Craig Wiley. Thank you. I also want to recognize our graduating Tickle College of Engineering ambassadors, Abigail Chubb, Chris Cochran, Molly Daniel, Cameron Hurley, Kendall Miller, Sam Pankratz, Samantha Ramsey, Kami Reed, Dawson Smith, Elizabeth Smoke, Riley Tall, Erin Van Pushier, Madison Younginer, I also want to recognize our graduating HEAT Integrated Business and Engineering Program students. Rachel Fisher, Alexander Horton, Kinley Kuntz, Casey McKinnon, Harrison Shea, Elise Stepp, Barrett Tillman, and William Trout. Please join me recognizing these outstanding students. Today, our graduates will be introduced individually. Our students have worked hard to earn their degrees. I ask that you be patient as we recognize each graduate. Charles Prim will announce each student's name as he or she walks across the stage. Please hold your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. Graduates, once you have crossed the stage and had your picture taken, please return to your seat. The official conferral of degrees will take place once all names have been called. Students will approach in the following order: chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer engineering, computer science, electrical engineering, industrial engineering, material science and engineering, aerospace engineering, biomedical engineering, mechanical engineering, nuclear engineering. Chancellor Plowman and Dean Patch have already taken to the platform to welcome our degree recipients. Thank you.
Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Lorin Donna Marie Trigiani. Kieran Bride. Lily Caroline Hawk. Jeremy Shore. Lazarius Tyrese Alexander. Nicholas Michael Weiner. Anastasia Rose Gaddis. Carter Myers. Moayad Al-Haflul. Robert Walter Fisher, Jr. Tay Park. An Tui Wen. Ethan Cole Ward. William Dyer. James Avery Conkin. Constance Taylor Alderson. Viren Chirag Patel. Grace Catherine Eddy. Kelsey Sandra Usselton. Brandon Chu. Trey Alexander Hatcher. Zachary Medley. Joseph Gerard Kingsley. Blake Hicks. Megan Elizabeth Munson. Matthew Vasuta. Tony DeGaia. Jacob Fowler. Rusty Noah Starnes. Zachary Corin. Evan Alexander Scanlon. Prit Patik Patel. Parker Alexander Probst. Olivia Lauren Manis. Thatch Lee. Cameron Taylor Crow. Emily Rose Van Auken. Lauren Elizabeth Eccles. Tasimba Nigel Jonga. Craig Wiley. Jackson Shell. James Robert Baker. Alec Andrew Werzak. William Henry Jeter. Natalie Hebenstraight. Shelby Caroline Gresham. Samantha Wynn. Lauren McLeod. Wayne Douglas Little. Ezekiel Stoica. Athena Hartini Tron. Vasily Drainus. Bryce Ard. Olivia Grace Nesbitt. Nathaniel Lane Blaylock. Samuel Mendel. Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Meredith Ann King. Michaela Dwyer. Claudia Margaret Bible. Darcy Nicole Halliburton. Lillian Parker. Jeremiah Tron Pham. Avinash William Palaparthi. Ashkan Nishagaran. Emily Susan Stanton. Blair Corazzini. Charles Douglas Blaylock. Samuel Ray Garrett. James Marshall Evans. William Bragg. Charles Lee Allen Defoe. Paxton Lifsey. Thomas Geiser. Matthew Joseph Tolson. Benjamin J. Carpenter. Daniel Zoe. Heather Scott. Seth Harry Vernon Stafford Ward. Vincent Ha. Alexandria Montgomery. James Alexander Burns. Grayson James Sweeney. Haley Grace Pelham. Jarrett Grant. Jeremy David Sands. Blade Jackson. Chase Fletcher Kerr. Jackson Hunter Twaddle. Joseph Perry Bayless. Brian Edward Ingle. William Douglas Ring. Grant Miller Lowe. Brock Albert Jancic. Sabrina Nicole Iezi. Sophie Isabel Moore. Andrew Lee Hauser. Nathan Smith. Jacob Vincent Dick. Alexandria Lynn Smith. Megan Hobbs. Cammie Margaret Reed. Erin Michelle Van Hoosher. Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Tanner Joseph Fowler. Jonathan J. Ting. Timothy Player. Catherine Huckabee. Amir Battle. Timothy Trevor Adams. Gage Zidlick. Luis Gonzalez Villalobos. Karan Patel. Zachary Dunlap. Vishal Ailey. Braxton Haney. Coulter Augustine Swanson. Grant Anderson. Omar Trejo. Casey Rogers. Robert James Bray. Gregory Thomas Crosdale. Amber Camille Williford. Logan Dell Tillman. Samuel K. Bauman. Nicholas Benjamin Parsley. Priya B. Patel. Skylar Bernai White. Matthew Thomas Mohandas. Douglas Lowe. Graham Matthew Brown. Hassan Ali Tiwana. Kincaid McGee. Anthony Sutherland. Brian Horsburgh. Christopher M. Romanelli. Blake Childress. Andre Kosma. Lillian Kaur. Hunter Price. Tyler David Beekler. Zachary Edmund Creech. Noah Burgeon. Andrew Banks. Joshua Bridges. Sammy Awad. Owen Christopher Queen. Saithiraj Thatigotla. Riley Barklow. Jared Stamen. Josh Manzak. Jinning Yang. Terry Tan Nguyen. Trent Flory. Derek Stewart II. Ryan Stewart. Tucker Suggs. Hayden Bingham. Andy Vo. Kadar Mayank Vyas. Hunter Joseph Kitts. Parker Conrad Sherrill. Taylor Chase Hunter. Jackson Walkie. Austin Mariansky. Knox Christian Cabot. Jacob Isber. Danny Shakuri. John Sadiq. Matthew Kent Dixon. Thomas Robert Leonard. Amadre Daquan Antonio Darasol. Samuel Abba. Dawson Smith. Jack Alexander Goodman. William Hunter. Philip Deaton. Ben Edens. Andrew Franklin Webb. Kyle Emery. Justin Scott Vickery. Colin Beer. Julian Marshall Hatch. Caitlin Burton. Russ Rustum. Jack Robert Hutchins. Joshua Middlebrook. Jonathan Joseph Harter. Isaac Vaughn. Brandon Smith. Joshua Patrick Gallardo. Calvin Mackenzie Macklin. Alejandro Suarez. Jeremy Kenneth Lawson. Matthew Zembo. Bailey Nicole Hicks. Leo Hintz. Braden Henderson. Peyton James Culbertson. Hayden Worden. Sikai Su. Dylan Miller. Houston Lambert. Andrew James Wilburn. Noah Archer. Casey McKinnon. Michael Zachary DeGuire. William Edward Trout. Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering. Kendall Grace Miller. Kalina Cecil Scarborough. Tisha Ann Brown. Molly Lynn Turner. Carmen Rachel Hall. Joshua Lance. Juik Lee. Cameron Jacob Ray. Mustafa Samir Diawara III. Elijah Browse. William Dixon White. Griffin Scott Gillen. Ignacio Jose de Castroverde. Carlos Ignacio Fletcher. Owen Oyana. Joby McHale Gaines. Bryce Cook. Christopher Allen Anthony Lemon. Matt Loving. Sarah Margaret Hawks. Rachel Victoria Garner. Colt Drennan. Taylor Marie Gregaleski. Amir Salem. Griffin Nutter. Donald Josiah Cannon. Tyler Wesley Hudson. Olivia Nicole Hayes. Megan Abella. Amanda Joyner, Shelby Seifer, Department of Materials Science and Engineering, Michael Clay Bethel Jr., Eli Christoph, Jacob William Clark, Emily Hannah Counts, David Alexander Krager, Molly Elizabeth Daniel, Mary Grace Elizabeth Hagemeyer, Tanya Marie Helmbold, Jillian Holcomb, Michelangelo Hokirk, Sarah Lancey, Colin Garrett Moore, Jacob Morton, John Patrick Rail, Joshua Saffin, Department of Mechanical, Aerospace, and Biomedical Engineering, Trenton Henderson, Jeffrey Michael Martell, Matthew Ryan Trainer, Aubrey Weaver, Adam Kane, Jacob Austin Hale, Caleb Ross, Nicholas Dwayne Crowder, Oriana Rose Palumbo, Michael Palmaccio, Burke Stephen Morse, Tyler Matthew Sundstrom, Maddox McKnight, Andrew Heelan, Mary Adelina Kemp, Michaela Sides, Jameson Murphy, Shelby Yvonne Ledbetter, Abigail Chubb, Christian Sharp, Nathan Poole, Samuel Pankratz, William Bradley McKinney, Bailey Madison Baldwin, Megan Jean Higby, Serena Wednesday Smith, Harrison Gordon Shea, Zachary R. Edwards, Jesse Groves, Alexander J. Brown, Will Dorsey, Kyle Valentine Dolwick, Tyler Ray Sussman, Alex Gordon, Jacob William Sawyer, William S. Edwards III, Michaela Cheyenne Hembry, Daniel Mark Wilson, Timothy Pentapati, Andrew Arthur Yarlett, Rhett Allen Copeland, Noah Thomas Compton, Michaela Torbett, Laura Anna Brecher, Edward Lyndon Kennedy, Veronica Gion, Lila Payton Popple, Lainey Darrow, Jordan Lee Grant, Samantha Nicole Lang, Sarah Meeks, Tyler Paul Morris, Gideon Wall, Caleb Heath Noe, John Cavallero, Alexander Hans-Eric Barrett, Caitlin Honor Kiza, Amy Elizabeth Grace Chandler, Nicholas Muncy, Alexis Renee Allen, Brianna Nicole Stalick, Riley Toll, Eleni Goloshi, Sydney Garrett, Ashley Nicole Durthaler, Caitlin Smith, Connor Corrado, Carter Davis, Lauren Elizabeth Grace Williams, Michelle Leanne Claxton, Solomon Jamil Price, Musa Al-Ali, Megan Elizabeth Hines, Nicole Butts, Ivy Kate Milligan, Hannah Nicole Nicholson, Virginia Lynn Webster, Alexandra Byers, Bryce Ladd Manor, Benjamin Michael Cox, Zach James, Brianna Joy Poteet, James Nolan Corbett, Christopher Monteith Cochran, Brady Stokes, Elsie Farrell Morrow, Julie Wiedefer, Kinley Alexandra Kuntz, Joshua Duzon, John Walter Oberman, Winston Wynn, Sean Scott, Luke Marshall Stanley, Brenna LaRose Baumgartner, Caitlin Alexis Stevens. Hunter Christopher Thomas. Daniel Patrick Woods. Alexandra Lynn McGrail. McKenna Christine Horchak. Mackenzie Reagan England. Jonathan Lucido. Ryan Knapp. Landry Scott Johnson. Ethan Lee Zook. Tyler John Yoder. Jonathan Ryan Dang. Barrett Scott Tillman. Zachary Morgan Tucker. Nicholas Connor Howe. Andrew Kelly Dove. Cassidy Marie Davenport. Alexandra Eve DeBook. Danfin Chen. Megan Mansfield Geck. Ryan Osborne Warwick. Joshua Morkos. Benjamin Lane Kadelka. Stephen Lane Johannesson. Abigail Digsby. Joshua Leone. Joseph Thomas Kiselak. Nicholas Ryan Powers. Andrew Wesley Hatcher. Jace Allen Lyon. Isaac Grant. Colby Warden. Jason Lee. Ashley Herbers. Amy Sullivan Dickey. Natalia Capella. Samuel Richard Botto. Clifton Herring. Blake Andrew Pittman. Lane McMullen. Spencer Aitken. Nicholas Foster. Denver Lee McGrady. Elise Stepp. Sarah Catherine Shepard. Tyler Green. Daniel Bach. Stephen Kelly. William Norris. Andre Bucks. Cooper Wade. Garrett Riley Bennett. Preston Young. Caleb James Martin. Matthew McCamus. Dana Marin Bjorn. Luke Eyrig. Kevin David Kite. Noah Avery. Patrick Michael Bates. Evan Filson. William Bowers. Alexandra Nicole DePhillips. Sarah Wilson. Jonah Zahn. Alicia Anna Zelagovska. Corinne Gerhold. Ellen May. Justin Ellis. Nicholas Paul Martin. Ethan James Tornstrom. Taylor Chartier. Elijah Damas McDearman. Robert Alexander Hatmaker. Cameron Hurley. Jacqueline Ann Knoll. Jade Hills. Alexandria Elizabeth Kawashima Sear. Candler James Boland. Jonathan Vincent Matlock. James Cruz. Robert Wayne Harrell III. Glenn Starr. Jacob Jeffers. Ian Murray. Wyatt Ethan Bennett Watkins. John Blake Williams. Caden Markwood. Bailey Fannin. Christopher Sarafian. Jared Elrod. Demiana Reda Barsoon. Hunter Lankford. James Austin Roberts. Adam Mahaffey. Charles Stephen Lindy. Matthew McGee. Skylar Preston Turner. Derek Reidenauer. Neil Jaser. Connor Porter. Luke Welch. Erin Hailu Asefa. Christopher Alsop. Benjamin Rubera. Erin Christina Bennett. Michael Cole Thomas. Reagan Elizabeth Toll. Eilish Stanek. Graham Yates Montgomery. Domingo Daniel Ramos Ramirez. Sebastian Sanchez. Kyman J. Matherly. Joseph Stephen Mathis. Emma Adair Drum. Lauren Hunter. Madison Elizabeth Youngner. Taylor Leanne Carter. Mason Olivo. Alvin William Winter III. Matthew Umstead. William Andrew Hunter. Kwa Dang. Sam Govan. Spencer Harris Dixon. Matthew Redman. James William Hartman. Lauren Elizabeth Davis. Kelly Elizabeth Bond. Carl Neil Reeves IV. Daniel Thomas Locke. Matthew Addison Sharp. Isaac Brent Scott. Benjamin Leighton Black. Mitchell Trotsky. Stephen Williams. Chloe Olivia Browning. Garrett Mesmer. Elijah Payne Charles. Connor Jarek Sheelander. Alexander Horton. Max Doris. Brandon Soulsby. Garrett Henninger. Matthew John Stuckey. Chase Austin Blackwell. William Jordan Blankenship. Department of Nuclear Engineering. Maxwell Wagner. Keegan Murray. Brandon D. Hack. Christian Alexander Rowe. Erica Moss. Nicholas Anthony Militello. Cale Overstreet. Grace Smith. Logan Derek Coffey. Alexander Raymond Kincaid. Caitlin Brooke Parsons. Kenneth Bott. Jonathan Lewis Barthel. Casey Corbridge. Tolliver Justice. Miller McSwain. Annie Mackenzie Behrens. Dre Gentry. Emma Houston. Mason King. William Womack. Jonathan Matthew Rosenworth, Austin Key, Daniel Dos Santos, Bailey Bertrand, Elizabeth Smoke, Kendall Marie Bilodeau, Gavin Elijah Boroff, Hannah Marie Heislip, Lance Martin Druitt, David Burgess, John Leland, Ethan Lawrence Webb, Garrett Burnett, Ethan Dieters,
All right. I would like to now welcome Major Tobin Bolton, United States Air Force. He will commission 4 of our graduates into the United States Armed Forces.
Thank you, Dr. Kilich. I'd like to thank the University of Tennessee and the Tickle College of Engineering for the opportunity to commission these 4 individuals making their way to the stage as part of this commencement ceremony. First, I would like to congratulate all of the graduates here today. This is a tremendous accomplishment, and I'm excited for the innovation and advancements you each have the opportunity to bring the world around us. Ladies and gentlemen, these 4 individuals making their way to the stage have each volunteered and successfully completed a rigorous program allowing them to become military officers for the United States of America. First, joining the U.S. Air Force, in order, Mary Kemp, Nathan Poole, Tucker Suggs, and joining the United States Army, Andrew Yartlett. And now it's time to administer the oath of office. The officers, please come to your attention, raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Mary Kemp,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Armed Forces,
having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Armed Forces,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which
of the office upon which
I am about to enter.
I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Major Bolton. Congratulations to our new U.S. Armed Forces officers. Let's give all these new officers one more round of applause. As a reminder, when the ceremony ends, all guests and graduates are asked to exit up the stairs to the concourse level. It is now my pleasure to introduce Chancellor Dandi Plowman to the podium. She will conduct the conferral of degrees and complete today's ceremony. You waited a long time for this moment, and I want you to enjoy it. After your degree has been conferred, I hope you'll celebrate and soak in this moment. Chancellor Dandi Plowman.
We're going to make it official. Graduates, we've arrived at that part of the ceremony. I know you've been looking forward to this, where I confer your degrees, and you will, in a minute, move your tassel from right to left, acknowledging the transition from student to graduate. This is a special moment for you to celebrate all the years of your hard work and your dedication. Are you ready? Graduates, please stand. Graduates, your presence here today demonstrates that you've done all the work. You have completed all of the requirements for your degrees. On behalf of the state of Tennessee and the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. Undergraduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. Graduates, we're so proud of you, and we hope you always remember this moment. We are going to close the ceremony now, as is our tradition, by singing the alma mater together, and the words are on the screen, just in case you don't know them. We're going to sing the alma mater together for your first time, though, as alums. After the alma mater, at my direction, we will take a few moments to celebrate and soak in this experience. At that time, on my direction, graduates, you may throw your caps and snap some pictures, find your friends. Let's all cheer family and friends at that time as loud as we can. This is your moment to celebrate. So, please stand for the alma mater. After the celebration, the stage party will recess, and our ceremony will be officially concluded. Congratulations again to everyone here today, and go Vols. Okay, graduates, count it down with me. 3, 2, 1. Let's celebrate this class.